Hey everybody, it is Kevin at Small Cap Voice, and we have some interesting news for you today. Did you see the news out of Washington about the potential ban on congressional stock trading? It's just a bill being proposed right now, but I got Stuart Smith, CEO of Small Cap Voice, and Jay Rabb, our community manager, here to talk about it. Stuart, let's just kick it right to you with your initial thoughts here.
I'm mixed on this, Kevin, and I'm not going to go too deep because when I read this, it's really difficult for me to believe that you're going to stop the dependence of a congressman or a senator from trading in stocks. For one thing, I think you're going to bottleneck the people that want to be in office right then and there, because bottom line is we're not talking about trading in stocks that they're dealing with. We're talking about trading in stocks, period. That's what I'm reading here. That's number one. Number two, I think some of my favorite TikToks are the guys that are on TikTok that follow the trends of what Congress is buying, what senators are buying. I love that. I love to follow it. I've made money on it myself. So, I'm a little sad to see that part of it go away. I know turnabout is fair play, and every other cliche you can come up with here is that at this point, they've had too much of an inside lane, too much of a fast track to profits. But, these people aren't making a ton of money to begin with. Theoretically, I should say. I don't know. I just think that honestly, this is one of those things where, the senator themselves, maybe their spouses, but when you start saying their dependents, that's a little far reaching for me.
Yeah, and what Stuart's referring to there is one of the parts of the proposal is that the dependent children specifically, and the spouses of Congress officials would not be able to trade stocks starting in March of 2027, so about 2 years from now, but still pretty detrimental to somebody trying to build a portfolio as a dependent, Jay, what's your take on this one?
I think if the bill passes, either way, it's not really going to matter. What the senators are going to do is, if they are not able to trade, they'll just provide the information to people and then get profits from them sending money back to them. Honestly, I think it's insider trading, and it shouldn't have a bill because the SEC should be going after these people for insider trading because they have information that they need to, that they know that the public doesn't know, and they're profiting on it. It doesn't need a bill. SEC needs to do their job and get it done to ban them and fine them.
Drop from Jay Rabb right there. I didn't want to say it as the CEO. I'm just going to go ahead and say, I don't know. I think the SEC does a heck of a job, Jay.
I think that it's kind of it's a unique situation because, we're going to drop the name elephant in the room here, but Nancy Pelosi was the biggest proponent against this back when it was originally being circulated in 2021, 2022. Why? Paul Pelosi. He is a multi-millionaire stock trader, and he's been doing it his whole life. And as she put it, these types of legislation prevent free market capitalism. And that's really what the stock market is all about. So this was going to be just a quick one, just to kind of break down the news here, guys. Really appreciate you stopping by. What do you think about banning congressional stock trading? Let us know down here in the comments. This is Kevin for Small Cap Voice, and on behalf of Stuart and Jay, thanks for tuning in.